Have you heard? Social networking is going to the cats and dogs. Social networks such as Facebook and MySpace are ever-growing arenas for accumulating friends and creating virtual communities. Passion-specific sites have been around for a long time as well, but more recently, social networks connecting strangers with similar interests have emerged. Naturally, one of the most commonly shared interests is pets. A study investigating whether people interact on pet social networks in the same way as friend-oriented networks, and whether dog and cat owners use these sites in the same way was recently undertaken. Replicating similar research on friend-oriented and professional social networking, the study evaluated the motivation, usage, and demographics of the pets on Catster and Dogster. The comparisons were made between urban and rural users, as well as between cats and dogs. These websites allow users to create profiles for their pets, participate in forums, and make virtual dog or cat friends. Unlike other social networks, the users remain somewhat anonymous in that the profiles are for pets rather than their owners, and the communication that occurs is done in the pet's voice. Accordingly, researchers suspected that the characteristics of the networking would be different. Nearly 4,000 dog and cat profiles were included in the study. The number of friends, average distance between friends, and when users first joined were all evaluated in reference to either rural or urban users. As with other types of social networking, urban users joined much earlier. What did differ significantly was the number of friends for urban versus rural users. No significant difference was seen between urban and rural dogs based on the number of friends they had online. But even though cats are far less common than dogs in rural communities, rural cats, or rather their owner advocates, had close to twice as many friends as did their city cousins. Rural cats also bucked the trend in that the average distance between their friends was much greater than that seen for rural MySpace users, suggesting that these connections are made between strangers, not between pets or owners that meet offline. How cat and dog owners used the site was also significantly different. Both dogs and cats had friends of the same breed much more than would be expected by chance, but dogs made friends of the same breed nearly 12 times what would be expected by chance alone. Participation in forums focusing on informative topics, sharing, and social fun were frequented much more by dog owners than by cat owners, but cat owners posted far more frequently in a section on why they loved Catster. The findings in this study represent a window into both cat and dog owner behavior. There was an obvious dedication to breed, especially by dog owners. What's more, dog owners used the site predominantly to show off their pets and obtain helpful pet care advice, while cat owners were more socially motivated, using the site to create virtual communities, listing creating friends and viewing profiles as the primary reason for loving Catster. Ultimately, it would seem that an opportunity is out there to use the human-animal bond to improve social interaction and impress a whole group of strangers with our fabulous pets. And lest you feel left out, there are also websites for goldfish, bunnies, and hamsters.